So he can. Yeah. What? How many bars you got? If you've got two, let him try to hook up. Hey, Yank. You have a hot spot? I mean, how many bars do you have? How many bars do you have? Graduating about 5 minutes.
Yes. To toss that. I don't know whose it was. All right, Vici will have runners here up top of the third inning now as our game 0-0 tie remains.
You never know. They could be kids from that city. They've been good for a long time. They've been good since the group that just graduated were
And number 13 with the check swing, Noah Halderman. He is the starting pitcher today for Vici. And another hit by pitch. So bases loaded, run scores for Vici. They take an early 1-0 lead over Navajo. We'll see if this proves to be exceptionally costly for Coach Winters, not going out to the mound thus far. He's doing most of his coaching by signal, and so we will see if he is able to right this ship here for the starting pitcher Sanchez on the mound. Number 7, Eli Randall up to bat. Ball crosses over, infield pop-up. It should go to the second baseman. Comes underneath it, and it is an out. All base runners remain tagged up. Now 2 down. Now up at the plate, number 11, Maddox Morris, I'm sorry. He is your starting third baseman. In for a high strike. and called ball. Chops it foul. 4 hits on the day for Vici. Ironically enough, they get the 1 run on a bases-loaded walk. Navajo largely has been stifled, only 1 hit on the day. Ball crosses in, goes low, and we'll have an evened up 2-2 pitch count. But make that full count, it looks like. Yep. Pitcher steps off. Coach Winters clarifies with the umpire. And the full count will resume.
I was super frustrated. Oh, yeah. I had my clothes in my hand, my beats. They got it.
Money pitch on its way. It is in low. And now the full count signal as he gave the 3-2 back-to-back. And he walks in. Another run. Make it 2-0 Vici. So Sanchez struggling with command on the breaking and drop balls. Not really much doing by way of fastball. He is going to have to get back to the point of just throwing straight. And now up to bat, number 6, Kason Leach. He is your starting right fielder. I'm sorry, scratch that, starting left fielder. Good job by the catcher keeping that ball in play. Just Navajo pitcher having a really hard time getting strikes in. Balls are going low, high, inside low, outside low. That one put in play. He is going to give him a potential foul. And they strand the bases loaded, but they score 2. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Your score now, Vici 2, Navajo 0. Prep Nation TV quadruple coverage of the 52nd annual Hydro Eakley Labor Day Baseball Tournament.
Steph Curry before there was a Steph Curry. We'd be fast breaking, he'd pull up and hit a 3.
So it'd be pretty consistent. He'd drop 50 a game.
I mean, yeah, he 40, 25, 30, you know. He made 8 million playing in Europe, shooting threes.
That's cool that you get to play it. Like you played with these guys.
I got to guard him, I tried to. But I had to learn how to play at that level. Yeah. At that level, it's all played from the shoulders up. Because everyone can jump, everyone can run, everyone can shoot. Like, you know, depending on what position you're playing. So I didn't last long there. I got in a car wreck, got hurt. I ended up at Lebanon. Played there. And then finished up at OSU. 4 of those freshmen that came in, only one was there. So they picked up me and Alonzo Mays and all the quarters to help.
Now up to bat number 24. Hayden Allen. Ball goes foul, so he will resume again. And ball goes outside corner of the plate. And strikes him out. So Vici with the K. Now up at the plate, number 2. Having a really hard time reading the coach's writing here. Mexico, maybe, I'm not sure. And in for a single. All right, directly to the second baseman. 4-3 ground out. And they're unable to do much again here in the third. We'll head to the top of the fourth inning. Your score remains Vici 2, Navajo 0. Game today features a matchup of the Indians. Vici 13-6 on the season. Navajo is 8-9.
Sterling is out. Sterling is out. Fort Bob's playing the winner side.
Update for the tournament. Sterling Tigers have scratched from the event. Arapahoe will take their place in a potential punch-out game. Fort Cobb-Broxton remains awaiting the Canute-Dale winner, and we will have you a final score for that game as soon as it goes a full 7. All right, so in effect, the 2 o'clock game at Eagle Field, that's obviously running a little bit late, will now feature the Canute-Dale loser versus Arapahoe Butler. Sterling is out of the tournament. They will no longer play, and so Arapahoe Butler will have the opportunity to potentially play 3 games today as well. Similar scenario for Hydro Eakley and Vici in play if they continue to lead and win here. Navajo likewise. So our final game over at Owen Field is yet to go 7 innings with Dale and Canute. Once we have a score for you, earlier it was a pitcher's duel. I'll let you know the score on that so that you know who is playing Arapahoe Butler now and then who will potentially play Fort Cobb-Broxton. They are now off of the 2-4 o'clock format there, so it's going to be a little different as far as the regular times. We started today at 10 a.m., then our second game started at 11:40, and then instead of waiting for the 2 o'clock start, they bumped it to 1:30, so we made back some of the lost time. We'll do our best to keep you updated as the tournament develops. If there's any weather changes, additional scratches, or changes to game time, so that those of you that are trying to watch or follow know exactly when you should go to the park and when you should tune in. And pitch is high. Evens up the count 1-1. And we'll have a meeting at the mound here momentarily. Coming up to bat, bottom of the order for Vici, number 3, Ian Heidelbaugh. So the pitcher seems no worse for wear. And we'll do our best to, as I said earlier, to get you a final score for the Dale Canute game. Thus far, nothing has been posted. Throws down a bunt, goes foul. Base runners will have to return to first and second. Throws the ball, caught in potential suicide squeeze, gets him at third. Oh, they're calling him safe. Ooh, boy. Thought he got him. So instead of it being a 4 or 5 fielder's choice throw out, safe, and runners both advance now to second and third for Vici. Bottom of the order here, struck out. So we'll head back top. Now at the plate, number 4, Caleb Moss. He is your starting shortstop. Foul ball put in play. It's going to hook foul right over the first base dugout. For this particular case, that is the home team. Scoops it out of the dirt. Now at the plate, number 23, Jason Nevitt. Ball goes foul. Runner attempts. He's caught in the crosshairs of a potential squeeze. Got to be careful in these situations. Misses the run at home. Still doesn't get him out. And another error. That one will be on the second baseman because he should have known to look home instead of keep throwing back to first. Navajo absolutely shooting themselves in the foot here in the top of the fourth inning, giving an extra gimme run on a potential suicide squeeze that should have never been allowed to get to that point. You look your base runner back, force him to stand in between two. You don't let the guy from third get halfway down the line before you look to throw. Unfortunately, Navajo makes that gaffe, and that sets up Vici for another run. They now lead 3-0. Base runner for Vici absolutely does his job on both corners. Navajo super close on the tag out at third, which would have negated the score. Unfortunately, they just aren't able to really get all things clicking here on cylinders in this game. As we stated earlier, some of the teams today potentially are playing 3 games. Soft fly that's going to drift to shallow left. Lets it drop, another fielding error, and a score. This time it is a 7 FE. Substitution courtesy runner at first. Now up at the plate to bat, number 13, Noah Halderman. Ball way over the top of the head of the batter. And fouls it off, evens up the count. And now we head to full count. Stays alive. Full count will resume. Here we go. Looping little shot out to center. Runs under it. Snags him. So Vici gives up a couple of runs. We have a 3-0 lead. I have a 4-0 lead.
What's up, Woody? What's happening, bro?
Yeah. I was just getting. There we go.
That one earlier was a lot harder.
All right. Up this inning for Navajo, number 22 Forbes, number 11 Dunn, and number 5 Jackson. At the plate now, number 22, your starting catcher, Kobe Forbes. Fouls it off. And puts it in play. Deep shot out to right field. He's going to circle first, head second, And a double stand up at that for Navajo. Nicely done. Third hit of the game for Navajo. And now they have a runner in potential scoring opportunity here. Now up at the plate, number 11, Holder Dunn. Your starting third baseman. Low in the dirt. In high. And another wicked rip. Runners on the corners for Navajo now, first and third after back-to-back hits. Fourth hit of the game for Navajo now. Four hits apiece now for both teams. Now up at the plate, number 5, your starting shortstop, Gunnar Jackson. In for a strike. And up above his head for another strike. 0-2 on the pitch count. Base runner goes, fakes the throw, drops the ball in safe, uncontested. Now 2 runners in potential scoring position for Navajo. They trail 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning, desperate to get some runs on the board. This is the first time in the game that they have actually threatened to score and strike. And, oh, that's going to be a problem. He's going to have to run that one down backwards or come on it. And he gets it. Good communication between the left fielder just to call off the shortstop and take the proper angle on that one. Now up at the plate, number 10, Carson Brooks. And in high. I'd like to again thank our coverage sponsor for today's game, Bank of Vici, member FDIC, proud supporter of Indian athletics. And strike, evens up the count, 1-1. All right, Coach Winters conferring with potential batter here. And we're back in action. In case any signals were used, we kept the camera off the coach and player. In over his head. 2-1 is the pitch count. And evens it up 2-2. And strikes him out. Now up at the plate, number 18, Casey Gross. Navajo has really got to get going here. Potential run rules 6 after 6 innings, 8 after 5. We do have a 2-hour and 15-minute time limit. Game started at approximately 1:30, so we're all right there, less than halfway through. Bloops it right to the second baseman. 4-3 ground out. Navajo strands him again. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning with your score. Vici 4, Navajo 0. Prep Nation TV quadruple coverage, day 3 game action here at the 52nd annual Hydro Eakly Labor Day Baseball Tournament.
Top 5, yeah.
Let's start the game over.
Outside corner. And now up at the plate, number 7, Eli Randall. Ooh, gives him the corner on that one, evens it up 1 apiece. Looked like it would have been a 2-0 count normally, but gives him the corner plate on the call. Ball put in play, going to bloop right over to the second baseman. 4-3 on the ground out, 1 down. Coming up to bat, number 11, Maddox Morris. Outside and high, ball 1. And strike evens up the count. Two-one on the count. outside corner. 3-1. And walks him. All right, so yet again another Navajo pitch grants a Vici batter a walk and on base. All right, I promised you a final score once Canute Dale went final, and a recap of the game in a surprising score. Dale 7, Canute 0. It is all Pirates. Dale will meet Fort Cobb Broxton tonight. That will slot Canute to play Arapahoe Butler now instead of Sterling. And then we will know out of that which teams will be slotted for Monday's 11 and 1 o'clock games for the tournament. Throws down the bunt. Looks like he beats out the throw on the bunt single. And, man, that's hard to coach because that was some good running right there. Not saying that he didn't have enough time to get the throw off, but he threw it in a perfect spot. 5th hit on the game for Vici. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ball low and in the dirt. Now up at the plate, number 32, Harley Lowry. Ball gets away from him. Both base runners will still in advance from first, second, third. And strikes him out. Now up at the plate, number 8, Hakaya Heap of Birds. That is a old-fashioned native name, ladies and gentlemen. Ball put in play, chops it to the third baseman. Should have gone home, throws first, gets him on the ground out. Either way, they strand a couple of runners once again. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score remains Vici 4, Navajo 0. Battle of the Indians going the way of Vici thus far. We'll see if Navajo can score any runs in the bottom of the 5th inning coming up.
You got your helmet on?
Now, when I go to Sentinel next week, I'm going to have it on. That thing is something popping, man. Just sling it right back in your head. sleep with my sleep.
I would ideally like to coach here, but if that's not the case, then yeah.
Man, who doesn't want to hang out with Coach Vici?
But my
All right, final scores on the day. Sterling 7-3, Arapahoe Butler. Dale 7-0, Canute. Sterling has scratched from the tournament, so Arapahoe Butler will now play Canute. The final game of the day at Weatherford Eagle Field will now feature the Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs versus the Dale Pirates. The winner of that game will remain on the winner's side and punch their ticket to a potential championship game on Monday. The loser will have to win and then come through the loser's consolation side of the right bracket on Monday, potentially playing at the 1 o'clock game. Final scores here at Hydro Eakley. Game resumed from yesterday's action. Lokiba Sickles 9-1 in a final 6-inning victory over Lomega. Hydro Eakley 11-2 over Lokiba Sickles. And now we are here, bottom of the fifth, 4-0 Vici over Navajo. Winner of this game will meet Hydro Eakley at approximately 4 p.m. And then the winner of that game will meet Amber Pocasset at approximately 6 p.m. Today concludes dual-side action between Weatherford Eagle Field and Hydro Eakley Bobcat Field. Starting Monday, all 3 games will be played here at Hydro High School. Now up at the plate, number 2, Spencer Campbell. Nope, sorry about that. Yep, I got it right. I was just double checking to see his position here. Yeah, don't believe we have that to share. Number 34, R.G. Schmidt up to bat. Prior batter was Fixico. I apologize, I just can't read it.
Saturday morning. Kind of running the kids a little bit Saturday morning.
Wallop sent out to, oh, nice. Didn't even make it to right field. So once again, Navajo scorers will head to the top of the 6th inning. Score remains Vici 4, Navajo 0. So it is a yet again uninspired performance here. So here is the bottom line. If Vici scores or doesn't score, we are going to have a shutout victory. But if they are able to get 2 runs here in the top of the 6th and then hold Navajo scoreless in the bottom, then we could have a potential final score. Run rules are 12 after 3, 10 after 4, 8 after 5, and 6 after 6 innings. 5 hits on the day for Vici, 4 on the day for Navajo. Up to bat in this portion of the inning for Vici will be the bottom of the order, number 3, Ian Heidelberg. And then we'll be back top of the lineup with Caleb Moss and Jason, I believe this is pronounced Nebbit. So that will be your batting order here in the top of the 6th inning. Pitching change now for Navajo. Now on the mound, nope, I take that back. Dallas Sanchez is staying in the game. Outside corner. Looked to be a good pitch, called ball. And gives him the strike. Fouls it off. 1-2 pitch count. And strikes him out, ring him up. Top of the lineup again, up to bat, number 4, Caleb Moss. Pitcher steps off the mound, resets the at-bat. Ball immediately hit, goes foul. And back-to-back fouls. This one's going to stay infield. Catcher has a shot at it, and he misses it. So we'll have an 0-2 pitch count. Outside ball is a little high. 1-2 is our pitch count. Right to the shortstop. Catches, fires, throws, gets him on the 6-3 ground out. 2 down now officially. Coming up to bat, number 23, Jason Nebbit. He is your starting catcher for Vici. Hit by pitch, and that will advance the base runner. And that'll bring up now number 13, Noah Halderman. So 6 consecutive innings, Vici has had a base runner on. We'll have a substitution courtesy runner, so pinch runner on first. And strike one. Outside corner evens up the count, 1-1. Fouls it off, 1-2. Ball ricochets right between the legs of the catcher. low, 2-2. Oh, beautiful, beautiful hit all the way out to the field. It is going to score at least one runner. And the only debate's going to be whether or not this is an in-the-park home run, and it ends up being an RBI triple. Boy, that ball rolled and rolled and rolled all the way to the corner of the fence right out in right field down the home dugout line. I mean, it went all the way to the ball. Congratulations to Dylan Gabriel of Oklahoma. He scores his first touchdown as an Oklahoma Sooner on a 12-yard quarterback keeper for the touchdown. I would assume that the 7-0 UTEP score is as close as that game is going to be the rest of the way. Ball hit in play, another good shot. It's going to go right out to right field, scores another run, and now we have a potential run rule in effect. 6-0 lead. Coach Winters will go to the mound. Looks like we're going to be replacing Sanchez here as the starting pitcher. So 6 runs after 6. This could go final if Navajo does not give at least one run across the plate in the bottom of the 6th or get a stop right now here. Pitching change will be made. Looks like he's handing the ball off to, I believe, number 10, Carson Brooks. So we'll have the customary 10 pitches coming out. I have 6.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was 6.
Yeah. I thought I put it on there.
Yeah, Noah and Halderman.
That's what I was asking.
You guys may actually get your game started early.
They're hoping. So.
Well, you do some luck. I mean, seriously. All right, after the pitching change, ball is far inside, stolen base in, safe, wild throw. Runner will advance to third, and it has just been one of those kind of games for Navajo. Everything going the way of Vici, from base running to hits to stolen bases. They are getting absolutely max potential each inning. They have scored now runs in 5 of 6 innings. The only inning they were unable to get a run on the board was the 5th. Pitch on its way, lunges with the swing. Should be a fly out to center field, and it is. All right, so we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 6-0 Vici over Navajo. And the battle of the Indians may be coming to a conclusion here if Navajo cannot score at least a run here in the bottom of the 6th.
Might have been a pass ball. Halderman scored. Or a backup.
They got 2 runs in
After the guy got the trick.
3rd, 4th, and then this inning. RBI triple, and then there was an advanced runner on a throw.
6-0. Bottom 6.
Was it a pass ball?
I think it was.
All right. Sweet. Do we still have one more league over NFL preseason?
No, they changed it to 3 to give the extra 17th game, so everybody's done now.
Oh, it ends this week?
I don't think anybody plays unless they only had 2 games in the books.
I watch more college than NFL.
Yeah, same here. Outside corner called for the strike. Way outside, ball 1 evens up the count. All right, so we're a little bit ahead of schedule back again here after the first game got us a little bit behind. 10-minute start for the Hydro Eakly Lokiba game. 30 minutes early for the Vici Navajo. Flies out to center field. That is 1 down. So potentially, if Hydro staff can get the field set within 30 minutes, shouldn't require much of ball exercise, but they will do whatever is required. So we may have a shot at a potential 3:30 start for our next punch-out game of the day. We are 2 outs away from a run rule victory for Vici. This will eliminate Navajo. Ball put in play once again to the shortstop. Fielding error, and a runner is on. So thus far, the only thing that Vici hasn't done is an error, and that one gets them officially on the board. Now up at the plate, number 11, Holden Dunn. Third inning in a row that Navajo has had a runner potentially in scoring position. They've been able to get them on. They just haven't been able to get anybody to score. Ball is outside. They're going to have to get very aggressive on base running if they're going to have any chance to get this run come across. However, in our last game, there was a 1-hitter thrown, and the only hit given up was a 2 RBI blast home run over right field wall, so it can happen. So he gets the foul ball, evens up the count 1 apiece. Outside 2-1. Fouls it up. 2-2 is our count. Oh, that was close. So we have a full count, 3-2. Runner on first should have already been down to second, but he needs to fly right now. Go, 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 go. As soon as the pitcher watches you back, take off, steal it, go, go, go. This reluctance and just reticence is what has been killing them. All right, down to their final out after the fly out to left field. Ian high ball 1. All All right, so as we updated earlier for you, Sterling has scratched from the tournament. So Arapahoe Butler gets another opportunity to get a win in the 52nd annual Hydro Tournament. Ball safe in at first. Gets away from the first baseman. So your game next will feature Canute versus Arapahoe Butler. And then Fort Cobb Broxton Dale will close out the day at Weatherford's Eagle Field. The winner firmly punches their ticket for the championship game on Monday. The loser will have to reroute through the right side of the consolation bracket and play some on Monday before the championship game. As is, games will be 11, 1, and 3. Amber Pocasset and Canute have one loss each, as does Hydro Eagley, Navajo, and Vici. Sterling had one loss, but they have scratched, so they're now out. Wicked wrap out to right field. If he had stolen that base, he'd be on third right now. Navajo has had their opportunities. They just haven't been quick on the path to develop plays. Fifth hit of the game for Navajo. Right to the shortstop, should be a 6-4 fielder's choice. Nope, unassist tag, that'll do it. Final score, Vici 6, Navajo 0. Winning pitcher is Halderman, losing pitcher Sanchez. We will have on the game 6 hits, 6 runs, and 1 error for Vici, 0 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors for Navajo. Players touch it up. Approximately 30 minutes from now, your next game up will be the Hydro Eagley Bobcats versus the Vici Indians. Thank you for watching quadruple coverage of Prep Nation TV of the 52nd Annual Hydro Eagley Labor Day Baseball Tournament.